It's a Wildcat Wednesday, and a very familiar face in front of the show, Sherry Nelson from the K-State Extension Office. Number one, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Number two, I want to thank you for introducing myself and the audience to a brand new program. And for those of you that like to show animals, this is going to become a mandated requirement. So might want to pay attention to that. YQCA, as you've heard me now say 18 times during the break. Sherry, what is YQCA?
YQCA is Youth for the Quality Care of Animals.
Okay.
And it is a national program. It's a national quality assurance program that's been set up to help our kids learn animal well-being, food safety, and just life skills, character development.
And when you were explaining the program, I specifically asked, what animals does the YQCA encompass?
Right. It's all of our major livestock projects, including rabbits and poultry. At the State Fair and at the Junior Livestock Show this coming year, that will be a requirement for anybody showing
there we
beef,
go.
sheep, goats, or swine.
And if you're not familiar with the YQCA, don't feel bad, because this is only the second year
Correct.
that it's been around.
Correct.
I guess what prompted the initiative?
There's always been a push for the quality assurance programs. Pork has had quality assurance programs for years, since the 1980s and the 1990s, and that was a requirement for any kid showing swine at the state level.
Okay.
That has been for a long time, but they decided they wanted to expand that and include all livestock species, so they decided to make a YQCA program that would include all livestock species.
Now, a national program, second year in Kansas.
It's the second year across the nation.
Second year, that was going to be my question.
Yes.
If it was the second year, Kansas had adopted, or really, so this whole thing's brand new nationwide.
It is brand new nationwide.
So what's been the feedback, number one, from a 4-H perspective, from a Wildcat District perspective, but also, have you heard anything from the kids?
The kids that have participated, we had several that went through it last year. As I said, it was a requirement for all swine showmen last year, so anybody that was showing swine had to have this training, and it's a good training. It teaches kids, they learn a lot about reading feed labels, they learn how to read medication labels, the withdrawal times on any medication. They also learn just about biosecurity for keeping their animals well and safe, and the character development. Why is their livestock project important? All the livestock projects go to feed everybody, so it's important that the kids have a good understanding of what it means to have these livestock projects and what it means for everybody.
So one thing that I find interesting about this, can I call it a certification?
Yes, it is a certification.
One thing that I find interesting, this sounds very hands-on. This doesn't sound like a whole lot of time reading books or anything like that. I'm actually participating with the animals?
Well, it is, but at the same time, it is a classroom setting, but we do some hands-on learning. We'll do some reading of their labels and things like that. So.
How do I get in touch with you, Wildcat District? How can you help me with if I need this YQCA certification?
Yes, you can contact any of us agents in the Wildcat District or the offices in the Wildcat District. We will be hosting our first training on February the 6th at the Fredonia office. If they have questions, they can sure get a hold of me at the Fredonia office.
Sherry, I want to thank you so much for coming in on this Wildcat Wednesday. Remember, the magic letters, YQCA, you're going to need it to show livestock, and K-State Extension Office is going to make sure that you have the proper certification. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Be back with more KOAM Morning News right after this.